This is Paging and Communication Systems by Jack and Anthony.
Overview of the topics we'll be covering in this video. How are paging systems related to ELC-703? How does the paging system relate to the Level 2 electrical apprenticeship? How are paging systems covered in the CEC? Are paging systems Class 1 or Class 2 circuit? What is a paging system? Different types of paging systems. How does a paging system work? What is a communication system? Types of communication systems, and how are paging systems beneficial in today's world?
Paging and communication systems are relative to ELC-703 because it is a component in fire alarm systems and security systems, which are topics that we have studied in our class and in our labs. Paging systems are relative to fire alarms because in emergencies, paging systems can relay vital safety instructions quickly and effectively. They cut through ambient noise, ensuring that crucial information is heard and acted upon quickly. Workplace safety is a top priority, and paging systems play a vital role in ensuring the well-being of employees. Paging systems also are a critical component of a security system. In the event of security threat or other evacuation scenario, clear and immediate instructions can be broadcast to guide employees to safe exit routes and assembly points.
How does paging systems relate to the Level 2 of the electrical apprenticeship? While paging systems might not be the central part of the curriculum in Level 2 of the electrical apprenticeship program in Canada, the skills and knowledge gained in this stage are relevant to the installation, maintenance, and troubleshooting of page and other communication systems. The knowledge of paging systems aligns with the broader training objectives of the Level 2, especially in commercial, industrial, and healthcare environments where such systems are used.
Section 60 of the Canadian Electrical Code covers the protection requirements and installation methods used for communication systems. Section 60-302 to Section 60-334 describes the installation methods of inside communication conductors and how they're to be installed in specific places and conditions, such as in raceways, the penetration of fire separation, inside hoistways, raised floors, concealed installations, and where the use of cable is not prohibited to be used. It is important to remember when installing communication cable, you keep it at least 50 millimeters away from any light or power system conductor operating at under 300 volts and at least 600 millimeters away from any conductor operating at higher than 300 volts. This is because it could interfere with the communication cable. It is important to know how to properly ground your communication system as well, covered in Section 60-704 and in Section 60-706. It is important that these code rules are followed and your communication system is properly grounded, because if your communication system is connected to a separate electrode from the building power service grounding electrode, then a lightning strike on or near the building can cause conductive parts of the equipment in the communication system to rise and cause voltage spikes and sometimes fires.
Depending on the paging system being used will determine if it is a Class 1 or Class 2 circuit. You will need to determine what type of power source your paging system requires and what the voltage and power levels are needed at each device throughout your system. Factors that determine whether your paging system is Class 1 or Class 2 circuit include your power source, the amount of speakers in your building, and the distance that is needed to be covered by your speaker system.
Some types of Class 1 paging systems are high voltage paging systems that include a lot more speakers over a longer distance, typically used in big commercial buildings or stadiums. And Class 1 circuits have higher safety standards than Class 2. That is because Class 2 paging systems are lower voltage, used for smaller paging systems in smaller spaces, such as intercoms, school building announcements, and they have less of a fire or shock hazard.
Paging systems often referred to as an overhead paging system or a public address PA system. A paging system is a communication tool that relays announcements and alerts to a targeted audience or organization within a defined area. It is commonly employed in various sectors, including healthcare, public agencies, retail, and schools. Paging systems can take various forms, from traditional analog setups to modern digital and wireless solutions. Their primary purpose is to facilitate efficient communication, enhance security, and improve operational productivity within organizations and institutions.
Typical components of a paging system. The microphone consists of transmitters that are responsible for sending audio signals. The paging encoder receives messages from the message source and converts them into a format suitable for transmission over the paging network. Paging receivers receive the transmitted signals and decode them to exact the original message. The control system is responsible for managing the complete operation and configuration of the paging system. The control system ensures that messages are delivered to the correct recipients and manages the overall efficiency and performance of the paging system.
Paging systems are communication devices used to transmit short messages or alerts to certain recipients or groups of recipients. There are 5 main different types of paging systems: pneumatic paging systems, alphanumeric paging systems, tone and voice paging systems, two-way pagers systems, and on-site paging systems.
Numeric paging systems are the simplest form of pagers. They can only display numeric messages, typically a phone number or a predetermined code. These systems utilize either frequency modulation or frequency shift keying for signal transmission. Numeric pagers are cost-effective, but their limited messaging capabilities make them less suitable for conveying detailed information.
Alphanumeric paging systems. These systems can display both numbers and text, allowing for more detailed messages to be sent. Alphanumeric pagers use the same transmission methods as numeric pagers. These pagers are more versatile and can be used in various applications where more information needs to be conveyed. They also employ protocols like the Post Office Code Standardization Advisory Group or the Global Sequential Code for encoding messages.
Tone/voice paging systems emit an audible tone or series of tones when activated. They are mainly used for alerting users to incoming messages or emergencies. Voice paging systems, on the other hand, transmit a recorded voice message to the recipient. These systems can be useful in situations where the user may not be able to read a text message or requires immediate attention.
Two-way pagers allows for users to send and receive messages, functioning similar to the mobile phones, but with more limited capabilities. These systems use the reflex protocol, which enables two-way communication and messages delivered confirmation. Two-way paging systems are particularly useful in industries where real-time communication and coordination are essential.
On-site paging systems are designed for use within certain locations, such as a hospital, restaurant, or retail store. They often use a private frequency or a low-power transmission to prevent interference with other nearby systems. These systems are ideal for organizations that require efficient internal communication within a limited area.
Paging systems are designed to be user-friendly and efficient. When an announcement or message is to be broadcasted, the operator uses the microphone to input the message. This message is then processed by the control unit, which can schedule playback or send for an immediate broadcast. Once the message is activated, the amplifier boosts the audio signal and the speakers transmit the message across the designated area. A paging system is a reliable and straightforward communication tool that uses radio frequencies to send messages to pagers. These messages can be pneumatic or alphanumeric, providing quick alerts in critical environments like hospitals, emergency services, and industrial workplace. Despite the prevalence of smartphones and modern communication systems, paging systems remain indispensable in many situations due to their simplicity and reliability and ease of use environments where immediate attention is needed.
The communication system is a system model that describes a communication exchange between two stations, a transmitter and receiver. Signals or information passes from source to destination through a channel. It represents a way in which the signal uses to move from a source toward its destination. To transmit signals in a communication system, it should first be processed by beginning the signal representation to signal shaping until it is encoded and modulation. After the transmitted signal is prepared, it is passed to the transmission line of the channel. Due to the signal crossing this media, it is faced with many impairments like noise and distortion. The process of transferring the information between these 2 points is called communication. The main elements needed to communicate are the transmitter to send the information, the medium to send the information through, and the receiver to receive the information on the other end.
The communication system is a system model that describes a communication exchange between two stations, a transmitter and a receiver. Signals or information passes from the source to the destination through a channel. It represents a way in which signals are used to move from a source towards its destination. The process of transferring the information between 2 points is called communication. The main elements needed to communicate are the transmitter to send the information, the medium to send the information through, and the receiver to receive the information on the other end.
Inline communication systems have a physical connection between source and destination. The wired connections between 2 points are known as transmission lines. The wires that are most popular for wired communication or inline communication are coaxial, parallel wire lines, and twisted pair cables.
Radio communication systems, which uses the infrastructure of radio waves to transfer the information from one point to another point. There is a physical link called the hardwired channel between the transmitter and the receiver inline communication systems.
How are paging systems beneficial in today's world? Many places use paging systems like hospitals, public agencies, retail, schools, manufacturing plants, and more.
Hospitals and clinics rely on paging systems for their critical communication needs. The ability to quickly page a certain doctor to an emergency room or make department-wide announcements ensures that patient care remains top priority. Wireless paging systems also support the mobility of medical staff, ensuring they can be contacted without being tied to a certain location.
Public agencies. In office environments, paging systems are used to make general announcements, call employees to meetings, or communicate important updates efficiently. They use intercom and strobe lights for emergency alerts and coordination.
Retail environments benefit from the paging systems by improving staff communication, from stock rooms to the sales floor over wide areas. With a push of a button, managers can make announcements, call for assistance, or locate a certain team member by making it an efficient way to handle customer inquiries and maintain store security.
School paging systems allow the school staff to provide a clear and concise information throughout the whole school. Paging systems allow for staff to get medical help for students in emergency very efficiently, and it also allows staff to deliver campus-wide notifications.
In the vast spaces of factories and warehouses, efficient communication is critical. Paging systems with loudspeakers ensure messages can reach every corner, whether for the regular announcements or for emergency notifications. Voice paging allows for real-time updates to employees, enhancing safety and operational efficiency. Provides real-time updates on production status and workflow coordination.
In conclusion, paging systems play a vital role in ensuring efficient communication, particularly in environments where immediate attention or alerts are necessary. Whether used in hospitals, large facilities, or office environments, these systems offer a reliable means of transmitting urgent messages to individuals or groups.
These are the sources that we used for our document.
And these are some multiple choice questions. Thank you.